So I'm at Wildlife Hides today in Lincolnshire, and you can see with my fingers that's a kingfisher sat on the ledge. Absolutely mental. But I'm not talking about that today. What I'm talking about is that technically I'm making the switch. I'm going to mirrorless. And there's a couple of reasons why. I've used SLRs, I've used Nikon for quite a few years now, and I started off on Canon actually, but then when I went to university it was all Nikon cameras, so there's not any particular brand loyalty. It's just if I wanted to use all the lenses at uni they were Nikon, so I went to Nikon, and I don't think they're bad, but certainly a lot of professional photographers, a lot of pros are going to mirrorless, and I think there's a couple of reasons for that. One, they're smaller, they're lighter, you've got no shutter, so they can shoot off the frames like it's going out of fashion, which is great for birds in flight and action shots. They've got really good video quality, which is, to be honest, the main reason I'm switching, because SLRs, I use a D500 at the moment, and although it's not bad for video, it's not great either. And mirrorless, of course, got so many more features. I haven't quite decided which brand to go with, because to be honest, mirrorless there's way more options. With DSLRs, Canon or Nikon. That's what typically people say. But with mirrorless, kingfisher making a noise then, and a train, it's much more even playing field. So Sony and Panasonic arguably are at the top there, but I wouldn't say they're any bad brands. Olympus are doing some good stuff, and I'm testing it on Fujifilm. So they very kindly, the guys at Fujifilm, I have to say a big thank you to Nathan for lending me a TX3 mirrorless camera with a 100 to 400mm lens and a 10 to 24mm lens. So I'm going to be testing that out over the next 2 weeks. I'm using it right now for the Kingfisher and getting some lovely results. So keep an eye out for, on the page. What I'm going to be posting will all be, over the next couple of weeks, will pretty much all be shot on the Fuji camera. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. And then I'm going to hopefully try some other mirrorlesses, because I'm not rushing into it. I want to really decide which one to go for, because essentially I'll be getting rid of all my Nikon kit and switching to something else. I could go Nikon mirrorless, and I was looking at some of the Nikon mirrorless cameras, but I'm leaving it open. I'll go with anyone basically. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But let me know what you guys think. Are you using mirrorless? What do you think? Have you got any recommendations? Would you suggest a mirrorless camera to go for? And we'll see what I can come up with. I'm going to the Cairngorms tomorrow for a few days for a book festival at the Grant Arms Hotel. Kingfisher calling again. So I'm going to be testing it out at the Cairngorms, and then I'm going to the Farne Islands. I've never actually stepped foot on the Farne Islands, so I'm going to be spending some time on there trying to get some shots, and then I'm also teaching for the University of Nottingham, taking the students up. So it's going to be a busy couple of weeks, lots and lots of shooting, so I'm going to put this camera through its paces. So we'll see what we can get. Cheers, guys.